Hey everybody, welcome back to Lawful Sachin. So in today's vlog, I'm going to talk about textbooks and how to save money on textbooks, especially law textbooks, as they are quite expensive. So I'm going to tell you what I got because I'm a first year law student at the University of Waikato. Now I said it, so yeah. So here is my receipt. I'm going to first show you what textbooks I got. Now I haven't opened this yet, but because you can't really see it, it's called New Zealand Law Style Guide. Now the New Zealand Law Style Guide is there basically to help you reference. It will help you reference in law terms, how to reference as a law student, how to reference when you're doing your legal writing. It will help you. Everything's in the book. Now if you search up New Zealand Law Style Guide on the internet, you'll also see there's one completely online, but because as you know, they do update online regularly, but when I saw in the paper outline for 103 and 106, Legal 103, 106, Legal 106, I saw that you had to buy these books, but you know, the lecturers, they do recommend that you do get hard copy, but updated version is usually online. So yeah, so that's what this book is. It's not that big, not that thick. It's easy to take with you inside. You know, put in your bag. It's not going to make you quite heavy, especially when you are going to classes such as workshops, tutorials, and lectures. So this is quite nice. In fact, workshops for me don't start until the second week of they don't start until the second week of law school, and so what happens is we'll be learning how to reference in law kind of way. We'll also be learning how to write legal opinions, do case analysis, and whatnot. So this is very helpful. It's now you can see it. It's when I purchased this, I thought I would get a student discount from the university, but I didn't, and it is not that cheap. Just for a law style guide, it's around, when I'm looking at my receipt here, it's $26.57. Now that's just for the law style guide. You can also get the law style guide from the Waikato Library. Not the Waikato, I'm talking about Waikato Uni Library. You can get that book as well if you wanted to. But the thing is, the university can only give you such a time until you have to return it, because they give you a certain amount of days or months. And a lot of people who don't want to buy it will have to, you know, we'll have to either go online for this law style guide, or we'll have to basically so we'll have to get the book from the library, and that can be a problem when there's over 279 students taking this course. And another thing is that it's only, I know it is just for a book, it is $26.57. Law books are quite expensive, on the expensive side, but If you really need it, then you can have a hard copy. And because in the paper outline it clearly said we want students to buy this, like it's highly recommended, and it's kind of like a have to, it's like mandatory. But you don't have to buy the hard copy, as it is up to date, yes, but if you go online and you search up New Zealand Law Style Guide, it's going to be updated, I don't know how many times a week or month, whatever it is. So that's good. But the thing is, imagine if you have a computer, right? And you go onto lawstyleguide.com, and then you realize, oh, your computer is running out of battery, and then what are you going to do? So it's great to have a hard copy of the Law Style Guide. I do recommend anyone studying law school this year at Waikato University or anywhere in New Zealand, I highly recommend that you buy the New Zealand Law Style Guide. It will help you to reference in law, how to reference, how to do your legal writing and so on. Yeah, so either you have three options which I highly recommend. One is to go to Bennet's bookstore, and if you have money you can buy the hard copy, this hard copy here. Or another second option is to go to New Zealand Law Style Guide online, and you'll have it right there. Another thing, the third option is to go to Waikato University Library, and they'll also have it, but they can have only so many copies for this New Zealand Law Style Guide, and you know, at the end of the day you'll have to return it, and you can't just have it there forever, because you need the Law Style Guide for every single law paper that you're taking. And for me, that's why I purchased this, because I'll probably need it for every single law paper that I'm going to be doing for the next 3 years after this one. Yeah, so that's the Law Style Guide. So as I said before, buy it, as it is only $26.57. Yeah, $26.57. The second option for you is to go online to just search up New Zealand Law Style Guide. You can read it on there, but there's another problem. If your computer runs out of battery, what are you going to do? So yeah, buy it. The third option is to get it from the library, but you can only use it for so many days, and you'll have to return it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend the library at all. And also, I wouldn't recommend that you would go online and, you know, have a look at the Law Style Guide, even though it is up to date regularly. I just want you all to just go get the hard copy, because it is, you know, it will help you out, especially when you have to take it to workshops and whatnot. Now let's talk about the second one. This is my main textbook for this year. I'm studying a paper called Legal 103. When you talk about that, we are going to be talking about what this paper is. Legal 103 stands for Legal Method A. So that's basically an introductory to how it's just basically about the law school, not the law school itself, but it's just about New Zealand legal system and whatnot. So for the first week I have to learn chapter 1 and chapter 2. I have done that already. I have written my own notes for both of that. Then the second week I have to do another reading where I have to do chapter 2, chapter 9, and chapter 10. So there is a lot of reading, and so let me bring in the Legal Foundations book. Now here, this is called New Zealand Law Foundations and Methods. This is the book that I will be using when I go to law school. They highly recommend that you buy this. That's one book that they want you to buy because you can get it from the library, but again, as I said before, you can only use it for so many days. So yeah, this book costed me $113.50. Now this book is amazing because I've already halfway through, not the textbook, but for the first week and second week, and it really has a lot of information that you can use. So yeah, it has everything to do with legal systems, New Zealand legal system, about the parliamentary system, everything to do with it. So I highly recommend, if you are going into law school from Waikato University, wherever you are going, please go buy this textbook, especially if you're going to Waikato University and you're doing law school, this is your first year. Please go buy this textbook if you don't have one. So go buy it because it is quite on the pricey side. Now I'm going to talk about how you can save your money. So somebody on the Waikato University, on Facebook, under the Waikato University Law School group, someone was selling this book for $80. So you can actually save a lot of money if you get second-hand copy. But I'm not very sure whether getting a second-hand copy is the best thing to do, because you need to make sure that it is in mint condition, mean it's in really good condition. Otherwise, don't buy a second-hand copy because you don't know where it's come from, who's handled it, and whether they have food stains on it or whatever. Just be careful. If you are wanting to buy a second-hand copy of this, you can do so, but you'll have to wait for that student who is selling it to come onto campus so you can buy it. I was looking at as a second-hand copy and it was $80. It is relatively cheaper than buying a full-on new copy of this book. And yeah, so it's quite nice, this book. I mean, in America, in American law schools, you have a thing called contract law, and their textbooks are really, really heavy, and the price of those textbooks can be really expensive. So that's why I really like New Zealand Law School, especially Waikato Law School. This book is great because when you put it in your bag, you have your computer, your laptop, or an iPad, or whatever you have in your bag. You can just, it won't be that heavy because this law style guide and then this book, it won't be that heavy, and it won't put strain on your back. So yeah, the options which I would highly recommend for you guys if you're going into law school, which I'm doing for the first year, I recommend that you definitely buy the law style guide, because at least you'll have the copy. It is the same online if you go search up for the New Zealand Law Style Guide. And yeah, it's not that pricey, but if you can afford it, please do go ahead. They do recommend that you go get this. The second one is this textbook here. It's great. It's got a lot of information. They'll be talking about it in the workshops, I'm pretty sure. The lectures, they recommend that we all bring it to our lectures and the workshops, especially for Legal Method A. So that's the textbook. It's got a lot of material inside, so you can highlight, you can circle, you can write your own notes. It's especially if you bought this textbook. That's another quality of buying the textbook. You can actually write on it, you can highlight it and whatnot. If you go to the library and get it and you do that, you'll be in trouble. You have to pay a fine. So go ahead and buy this textbook. Yeah. So these are the two textbooks which I got. This one here I'll be using for the remainder of my law studies, all 4 years. So yeah, another thing is this book I'll probably sell. I'll probably sell this textbook after the first year, so I can get some money back. Yeah. So yeah, that is the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. You got to really see what the first year textbooks are. There's only one textbook for the first year, which is this Legal Method A Fundamentals book. A lot of information, so go ahead, start reading. Once you purchase this book, go ahead, start reading. It is the same if you go online to Waikato Library and search up the same thing. You will have it as an online copy, but again, you can't download the whole book. You can only download certain chapters. Yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, give it a thumb rating, and remember to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.